Hello, class. My name is John Adams. And today, my tribute speech is going to be about my grandfather. His name is Edward J. Warner. He not only affected my life in many other ways, he also affected many other people's life in many ways. He was a very successful entrepreneur farmer. He was born in 1924 to two German immigrant parents in a small town called Alberta, Alabama, which is where I grew up at, and which is where I was born. He grew up very poor on a farm, raising agriculture, doing livestock, from milking cattle to selling eggs. He grew sweet potatoes, beans, corn, you name it. If it grew, they grew it to try to make a living and to live. Um, until he was 18 years old, he was drafted in World War II with many of his other siblings. Since they were German, they got targeted. They shipped him to the Pacific to fight the Japanese. He went to the Navy. He got shipped to Saipan. He was an engineer there. He built aircraft strips, on multiple things there. He was promoted to a very high rank there. He claimed to have seen the atomic bomb flyover that was they were sending to Japan. When he got back, he married my grandmother Louise. They had 8 children, 6 boys, two girls. The 2 girls were the youngest, and the youngest being my mother. He lost his wife, my grandmother, 2 years before I was born in 1987, so I never got the privilege to meet my grandmother. I've heard very good stories about her, but he grew his farming business into a multi-million-dollar company with his sons. He employed hundreds of people. He ended up retiring from his company around the time that I was being born and growing up. So he ended up settling in between my mother and my aunt. So he settled in between his 2 girls on the farm that he had. So I grew up on a farm. He taught me how to grow crops at a very young age. Mainly, every summer, he would grow watermelons as a way to teach us work ethic. And he also set us up stands on the side of the roads. Once we would pick the watermelons every morning, we would sell them. So he was teaching us work ethic. Also, he was teaching us the value of the dollar and what it takes to earn the value of a dollar. And that's something that you cannot purchase. That's only something you can be taught, and it's in value. There is no price on things like that. So there's no way you can take it back. He taught a German prayer, which I'm not sure what it means, but I can pronounce it because it's instilled in my head. It's pronounced Vater sei DC spicy, onse grossen deersen pricey. So don't ask what it means. Can't tell you. He used to wait by the school bus with us every morning growing up, rain or shine. If the school bus didn't come that morning, we load up in his truck and he would take us to school. So he was always there for us growing up. Loved being around us. Loved teaching us the few things he could that he knew growing up. So it was very fun. He died in the summer of 2007 when I was 17. So it was pretty hard there, graduating high school and having the man who I looked up to the most dying. So it was it was hard. In conclusion, my grandfather taught me the me a number of the one